Are you the ultimate change agent? Then the man who calls himself Coach Prime high-stepped it to Boulder, to the University of Colorado, taking his blazingly singular style with him. There, he hasn't just awoken a dormant program, but has transformed it into the talk of college football, if not American sports. Sanders is revered, he is reviled, but his sudden impact is indisputable. For the second time in two radically different environments, unapologetic as ever, he's shaken the sport like a snow globe. Rick George, who hired Coach Prime, has been Colorado's athletic director for a decade.
It's great for us to be able to bring this program back to relevancy, and we had failed in my previous 9 years, 10 years. It wasn't a Hail Mary, but it was a moment in time for our university and our athletic department that we were either going to be relevant or we were going to be irrelevant.
It's too early to quantify the full Prime effect, but merchandise sales up 819% from last season. Instagram followers up more than tenfold. Season tickets sold out. Sanders might be the ideal coach for these shifting times in college football. Another son, Deion Jr., is part of the army of videographers filming the team nonstop for YouTube and an upcoming docuseries. So
prove it.
I'm sure that your straight talk was appreciated by some, but is this scorched earth policy good for college football or for the kids?
I think truth is good for kids. We're so busy lying, we don't even recognize the truth no more in society. We want everybody to feel good. That's not the way life is. Now, it is my job to make sure I have what we need to win. That makes a lot of people feel good. Winning does.
I got to push back on this. You're a father of college athletes.
Yes.
If they called you and say, hey, we got a new coach and they're telling me to get in the transfer portal.
I say, son, you must not be doing well.
That's what you'd say.
You must not be doing well because you should be an asset and not a liability. I'm honest with my kids.
His kids include Shadur, the star quarterback, and Shiloh, a starting safety. You're a Power 5 guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the best coach in college football today?
Let me see. Let me see a mirror so I can look at it.
You feel that?
What, you think I'm going to sit up here and tell you somebody else? You think that's the way I operate? That somebody else got that on me? But I tell you this, I love and I adore and I respect, and every time I do a commercial with Coach Saban, it's a gift. Just sitting in his presence and hearing him and throwing something else out there so I could hear his viewpoint on it, because he's forgotten more things than I may ever accomplish. So
you left Jackson State and you left quick. What did you tell those kids? What did you tell those kids?
I didn't leave quick. Let's slow down. I didn't leave quick. I left when I was supposed to leave.
He's hinted the school's lack of forward thinking may have factored in his decision. What did you tell those kids when you left?
Opportunity. Call sooner or later in life, there will be opportunity that knocks at your door. And at this juncture in my life, I felt like the opportunity for not only me, but for my kids as well, was tremendous. Not only did we take several kids from that team, 3 trainers, maybe 12 to 14 staffers. So we afforded to give people a tremendous opportunity here.
The distance between Jackson and Boulder is 1,000 miles, and immeasurably further culturally.
I make a difference. I truly make a difference. I make folks nervous, man. I get folks moving in their seat. I get folks twirling their thumbs. I get them thinking and second guessing themselves. You know, have you ever been so clean that you walked in and somebody looked down at you, then they looked at themselves, they had to check themselves because you were so clean? I have that effect.
That's the vibe you're getting. At the first team meeting in December, Sanders encouraged players to enter the transfer portal, an open market for athletes to find new schools.
I promise you, it's my job to get rid of them.
And make room for superior talent he planned to bring in. More than 50 players eventually transferred out. You got here and you didn't pull punches. You told some of these guys.
Have I ever? You take a team that's won one game and you fire the whole coaching staff. So who did the coaching staff recruit? The kids. So the kids are just as much to blame as the coaching staff. And I came to the conclusion that a multitude of them couldn't help us. get to where we wanted to go.
You told most of these guys, the more you jump in, the more room you're going to make. Those of you we don't run off, we're going to try to make you quit.
Yeah.
You made it very clear. First half of the first game of the season, you're already publicly talking about Travis Hunter's Heisman chances. Who does that?
A coach that loves his kids, the coach that understands that's what those kids desire. And I'm supposed to do that. That's what we told them when they were coming and choosing to play for us. My kids that play for me, they didn't choose a university. They chose me. That's the difference.
Coaches have chosen to join Sanders as well. For all the bling and bluster, there is some humility, and the current mania may die down a bit as Colorado faces a welter of tougher opponents the rest of the season. But Deion Sanders has invigorated a campus, a program, an entire sport.
Game ball, Peggy.
And damn if he hasn't made it fun.
Give me my team